No matter what anybody says, Adam Glass, I've enjoyed your run on the Teen Titans, and you will be missed. But until then, I will enjoy reviewing this last book. What's up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeekMixer here to give you guys my review on Teen Titans issue 41, the final issue by Adam Glass as he moves on to other projects, and it goes on over to Robbie, what was that again? Oh yeah, Robbie Thompson. I'm sorry guys, it's been so long, as you can guess. One can only wonder how all of us have been feeling. It's been so long since we've been able to really read comics, or for that matter, review them. I mean, some of us have been able to get them a little earlier than others. Me, it's taken a while, but I was glad they were able to come when it was time for Teen Titans issue 41 to come out. And there's still other comics that I've been reading that I want to start reviewing here, so be on the lookout for that, guys. But now with all that said, we gotta talk about this final issue. And for the most part, I loved it. I loved how they exited out for Djinn, because she's been one of the best characters along with Crush that I've liked. I'm not saying Roundhouse is bad or anything. He's interesting, but they haven't really given him too much to go off of for me to truly be like, I find him more interesting than Djinn and Crush. Djinn and Crush have been, for the most part, for characters that are completely new to us, I've been enjoying here. And the way they end Djinn's arc, I did like it. I just didn't like how things ended afterwards. But I think that's because the way that at the ending right there was set up after their conflict with Elias, I think that's their way of just setting things up for Robbie Thompson taking over in the direction he's going in. Because I saw what the next synopsis for these next few comics are for Teen Titans, and it looks in the line of dealing with Robin dealing with his father Batman, and the Teen Titans also dealing with Robin and how he's been a leader and stuff. Now, all things considered, he started out okay, other than keeping that secret of the secret prison and everything. And as soon as that got out, things kind of just started to boil down a bit here. But it all seemed to look like it was going so well, and then at the ending, and then at the ending of this issue, it just all seemed to go back to square one. And that's the only problem I had right there. And that's with that ending. But as for the whole thing with Elias and Djinn that was at the very beginning, all the way through pretty much, you could say, 95% of the chapter, I liked it. I liked how that ended. But now that I've said that, let's go in and tell you exactly what happened. So guys, as y'all know, with the last issue, they finally found Djinn when they were in purgatory or in hell, but unfortunately, their bodies were in a coma state to where they were going to die if they didn't get out in time. And yeah, they were right now getting close to dying, as you can see with them having their bodies disappearing on them like that. Right there, you can see that. But before they fall over, they are able to get Djinn to realize that she is stronger than her brother and that she can get out of that ring. She doesn't have to keep on whining and saying that she can't get out because he's the first genie and he's always been in command and stuff. In other words, they're saying like, girl, you need to start trying here. And yeah, they're right, because when you really think about it, Djinn, she thought she was free, and maybe she kind of was, but at the same time, really, she was never really trying to know if she was strong enough to withstand her brother or not. Because yeah, this magic and stuff may have a gripe on you, but at the same time, willpower and magic are two completely different things there. So I'm glad that they did bring that up, and how it was that they were able to help her in escaping. And funny thing how she comes out, but makes total sense here. She finally escapes by coming out through this kid, Jack Thunder, if I'm remembering this kid correctly. I remember that Johnny Genie from the Justice Society and everything, but other than that, whatever though. But either way, she was able to come back, and so were the Titans. And with all that said and done, first off, she quickly forgives Roundhouse after everything he did. Like, it's okay, I know you're sorry and everything, which is kind of funny considering how near the beginning and stuff. Where's that page at? Oh yeah, right here at the very beginning of the page, she's like, what's the best way to put it here? just saying scorning him for what he did. That's the best way to put it right here. But either way, I just wanted to put that out there, which is kind of strange, especially with the ending. But I'm going to get more into that here later here. But after finally making it back and everything, they all finally decide it's time to go to heaven and stop Elias for good this time. And yeah, when they go there, I gotta say, when I'm seeing all these people down, whatever Elias did must be crazy. And that's another thing, one of the problems I have, at least in this part with Djinn, for that 95% of this story here. We didn't really always ever get that much on Elias and why he's such a bad dude, because with how he was said, you would thought he'd be a bigger threat and everything. And who knows, maybe he would have and stuff. But it was kind of like a big showing of a guy, but then in the end, not so much as a big of a threat. Kind of like Deathstroke has been to the Teen Titans throughout his all history of different incarnations and iterations of them. If you guys understand what I'm saying on that end. But still, I won't lie, during the whole action scene here, I can't help but love this art. But who am I kidding? I love the entire art in this entire book, but it really started to shine out during the action scenes here, such as this shot here of the Teen Titans coming in, and then this shot here of Elias looking like he killed Djinn, but that was all just a trick. And then the teamwork that was shown as they tricked him with what's this, Flash showing up and going for the move, and then Red Arrow, just when it was all a distraction, Red Arrow shoots Elias in the back, and then you got Crush slugging him, and then you got Robin and Roundhouse right there making their last move and everything. All of this seemed good, and then Elias thinks he has it. He thinks he has him beat after saying, "I've had enough of you guys playing around." Not to realize that all this time he thought he killed Djinn, but no, she was actually, the Djinn he killed was nothing but a magic trick set off by her. And boy, do I love this shot right here. This shot of that art, boy, is that awesome. I love it. I really do. And then after getting the staff, which was in Elias's control from him, Djinn freed up all the brothers and sisters of her genie clan, which truly set them all free. And that's good. That was really good and everything. And then, remember this guy, Jack? Well, he gets his genie back, and after doing that, we find out Djinn is about to leave, because now that she's fully free, no longer having to hide from her brother and being able to be free to do whatever she wants, she decides to help Djinn out as they both seek answers now that they're completely free. But this is now where it goes into the 5% of the story of this issue that I didn't like. And that's how it was all going back to square one. Here she talks about how Robin used her, almost as if like the conversation that happened between them when she was inside the ring last time, and showed Robin about all the stuff he was doing, and that like he realized now that was wrong. Not only that, she says she used him, and she did that to Roundhouse. So she lets Roundhouse off for what he did, but she won't let Robin off for what he did. I mean, it looked like she and him and Djinn had gotten over everything they did. And then also how they made Robin sounding like he wasn't sounding after that vision Djinn showed him, saying how they didn't go far enough with the whole mind wipe and the secret prison thing and everything. And then it also went into them talking about their view on this. Now for Crush and Arrow, they don't seem to have a problem whatsoever with what they were doing. Roundhouse, Kid Flash, and Jacob here seem to have a problem with it. But even still though, it all led into something else here. Something with Djinn saying that she loves them all, but she really feels that she needs to go, because with everything that's happened and everything, this whole prison thing, and now she's free and stuff, she feels she should go away and figure things out. And who knows, maybe this might lead into her coming back later on, but after which she needs to go. But it does give us a nice good group hug there. Of course, Damien's not in it. Let's face it, Damien's not a hugger person. No matter how touchy that all feels and stuff, he's like, no, I won't do this ever. I won't ever do this. But one thing's for certain, though. I would like to hope eventually Djinn comes back, because with what we saw for the future comics we're getting here, maybe she shouldn't have left. Maybe she should have helped out better, especially with how this all ended. After she left, Robin said he might have a way they can work things out. But as you see, one by one, they all leave Robin and leave him in the slammer of that prison on Mercy Hall. Now, guys, first off, like I said, the art for this was amazing. I loved the art. It was great, especially all those scenes with Djinn in that action pose, such as this one, or when she got stabbed, or when she revealed that she wasn't dead and then stabs her brother Elias. I love that. The art in this was just fantastic. I loved it. Now then, going into what I said earlier, for 95% of this, I love the story here, and I loved how it concluded Djinn's story, and hopefully we'll see her later on down the line and stuff. One thing I was also glad is that comic synopsis that was showing that one of them weren't coming back, it almost sounded like they were saying they weren't coming back alive. At least that's what I remember it saying. But I'm glad to know that in the end, Djinn was still alive at the end of this. And she just decided that now that she's completely free, and with the whole issues the Teen Titans still have, she feels she should go and figure things out herself. And when everything's all good on her end, maybe she'll return to the Titans and see how things have changed with them. Now, this is where I'm going to go into that 5% of the chapter. Now, I'm not going to lie, guys, I didn't like that right there. Where that all started right there, that's where I was like, where's it going? Why is it going back to square one right there? But at the same time, like I said earlier, I think this is because they're trying to set things up for whatever Robbie Thompson has for Robin. First off, with him going after KG Beast, which I must say, while I'm glad they're going in that direction, shouldn't they have done that earlier? Because this whole thing with Grayson being shot in the head like that has been such a while back. And if there's anything I've always known about Damian, since he's my second favorite Robin, is that if somebody kills somebody he cares about, he doesn't waste time. He goes out and finds them right then and there, and then will go out and hunt them. Sure, we don't know if he'll kill him or not, but he will go out for him to get revenge. And then in the end, what would he do? Would he kill him? Would he bring him to justice? Who knows? Because the thing with Damian is, when it comes to his family or some people he's close friends with, he's got a mixed feeling in him. It's his father, everything he's taught him that's going for him, but it's also that impulsion, that drive to want to get revenge for all the hurt he's done to people he cares about, and what it's doing to him mentally, that it'll make him just want to try to kill them. It's hard to really say sometimes with Damian on that end. So yeah, that part, I like that they're finally giving us that story, but it's kind of late in the game when it comes to that. But even though it's late in the game, at least we'll finally still get it, because I was still wondering why we never got that. And then there's also the fact that, as I said, it's setting up the story is here with the Teen Titans looking like they're going to be more separated ever. But considering what Robin's about to do, maybe this will help them in seeing where they messed up. Okay, yes, what Robin's been doing is questionable, but he's just trying to find a solution. And let's be honest, with everything that's been going on and stuff, you gotta find some solution here. I mean, the Mercy Hall prison and stuff, not the best solution. I'm not saying I agree with that solution. All I'm just saying is we can find better solutions. And the mind wipe thing, no, that wasn't really a good solution either. We just got to try to find something in the middle ground is all I'm saying here. But now with that being all said though, with that all being said though, how they all just left him like that, this is maybe gonna making me think this is Robbie Thompson showing that each of the Titans just made a huge mistake in doing that, because by not being a team and trying to be together and everything, instead continuing to hold things with each other on everything that's happened with each other, from Robin keeping the secret prison, Roundhouse betraying the team, which by the way, like I said, he's getting off way too easy with that one. He's getting off easy, but they're not gonna let Robin get off easy for what he did. That don't make sense to me right there. But either way, maybe this will teach them that and by walking away, they realize they made a huge mistake and that they could have probably helped Robin in trying to get out of this side of him. But even still, I understand that. It still can't change the fact on how it made sense how they went in reverse like that. And this will once again go into what I said earlier. This whole cagey beast thing, maybe this should have been done earlier. And then what happened at the end of this issue might have made better sense if they did something like that. Or if they just didn't do that 5% of that last part of the issue and just ended it with her leaving and then the Teen Titans having one more panel of saying, so what do we do now? And then it'll show what's to come in the next issue, whatever that would be. But either way, I've given you guys all my thoughts on it, and I'm looking forward to what Robbie Thompson has going for the next few issues now that he's taken over the run. I am glad though that yes, he is keeping the characters that Adam Glass has made, because I know there's still more that can be explored with these guys, and I can't wait to see it. But until then, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it all at that. And once again, Adam Glass, you've done a great job on your run with the Teen Titans, and I hope we can see you come back for it again sometime in the future. But until then, guys, I'm going to leave it all at that for today. And just one more thing, I give this issue a 6 out of 10. And with that out of the way, all of you guys, if you're enjoying my videos, all you gotta do is click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos. And until then, MegaGeekMixer signing out. Bye!